Hello everyone. My name is Meg and I am a yoga instructor. I specialize in Yoga Nidra and I live in Minnesota. I use she, her pronouns and I'm really excited to be offering this class for you. This class is a restorative flow yoga class, so using movement, using the practice of presence and coming into our breath, checking in with our bodies as a tool to take care of ourselves. So, if you're curious about following my work any further, please feel free to check out the link that is included before and or after this video. And you can follow along with my Yoga Nidra practices. Yoga Nidra is a really restorative practice that we won't be doing today, but if you are curious about it, please feel free to check it out. I have a free recording on Bandcamp for that. And I also offer yoga for a virtual yoga studio, 2 virtual yoga studios. So feel free to follow along if you're interested in that. And this class is accessible for many body types, I would say most body types. And I come from a trauma-informed lens. So just know that you always have options within this practice. If something ever doesn't feel right in the body, please feel free to modify, to change it, listen to your body, and we'll get started. So today for class, we're going to start lying down on the back. So lying down on the back, taking some time to get as comfortable as possible. So the legs and arms could be out long. It might feel nice to take up a lot of space right now. Or it might feel nice to let the feet ground down to the floor. Maybe hips width apart or wider, knees could drop together to touch. And the hands could also rest physically on the body. So feeling free to take plenty of time to find a position for the legs, the arms. It feels supportive right now. Finding a sense of balance in the body, whatever that looks or feels like right now. And feeling the connection the body makes with the floor and the surface beneath. And we'll spend about 5 minutes or so giving ourselves time to arrive into our practice, into our bodies. Noticing all the points of contact the body makes with the floor and the surface beneath. And for now, giving the gravity, the sensation of gravity permission to hold the body. So scanning through, checking in, what is present in the internal landscape of the body? Are there any areas of tension, of excess energy? And if there are, with every exhale, releasing and relaxing in that part of the body. Letting the earth support you a little bit further right now. And with every breath in, feeling free to invite in a little more space wherever the body could use that space. And beginning to observe the natural rhythm and flow of the breath in this moment. Begin to notice how deep the breath is traveling in the body. Does the breath feel shallow or deep? Notice the natural rhythm and pace of the breath. Is the breath moving fast or slow? Is the breath moving in an even count or an uneven count? Is it irregular? Maybe there's an unusually long or short breath. Let's begin to draw the awareness inward, using the breath as an anchor to arrive, welcoming in any scattered energy, any scattered thoughts, letting this practice of breath awareness be enough. It's an incredibly simple practice, yet it's not easy. The mind oftentimes is at the driver's seat of our experience. So Being patient within this practice. Perhaps with every inhale, mentally repeating, the body is breathing in. Maybe with every exhale, mentally repeating, the body is breathing out. Seeing if it's possible for the awareness to be fully present with the breath, as if the awareness couldn't possibly consider anything else. And with every inhale, welcome in a sense of calm. And with every breath out, let go of any tensions or worries. Inhale, welcome in calmness. And exhale, release any tensions or worries, letting them go. Creating a bit more space for that calm to reside within. And if there's any intention you would like to focus on for your practice, as you move, as you breathe, something you'd like to come back to, your own reason for being here, feel free to welcome that in at this point. And seeing if this intention can come from the heart space rather than the mind. In your own time, in your own way, waking up the body. So no right or wrong way, just being kind in the transition, and continue to notice the breath as the body explores movement once again. Maybe movement through the fingers, the toes, maybe checking in with the joints, the ankles, the wrists, elbows, knees, shoulders, hips. And the next time the body breathes in, extend the legs and the arms out long. So breathe in for a full body stretch. And then exhale, let it go, relax the shoulders. So with the arms overhead and the legs out long, moving into banana pose. So both hips and both shoulders will stay grounded to the floor. Simply inch the wrists and the ankles over to the right. So if you saw the body from above, the body would be coming into a sort of crescent moon shape or a banana shape. And feeling free to bring the left ankle to the top of the right and holding the left wrist with the right hand. But that's not necessary, so letting less be more here, checking in that both shoulders, both hips stay grounded and relaxed. And notice if the sensation of the breath has changed here in any way. There's a gentle compression to the right lung, expansion to the left. So perhaps the experience of the breath has been altered a bit. And continue to welcome in a sense of calm with every breath in. And every breath out, letting go of any lingering tensions or worries. Seeing if the space between the eyebrows can relax. And the upper jaw and lower jaw relax. Relaxing the features of the face to remind the nervous system that you can be here. And if and when the mind wanders beyond the body and beyond the breath, just notice where it goes. Allowing any unwinding of the mind to occur as it may need to. Yet with an attitude of detachment, allowing thoughts to leave just as they may come up. The awareness is always invited back to this moment, back to this breath. And letting yourself be fully here. And slowly, kindly guide the ankles and the wrists back to neutral so the arms could stay overhead or the arms could come back to the sides of the body just for a couple moments of pause to observe any effects of the first side. Perhaps there are differences between the two sides of the body. Bringing the arms overhead if they came back to the sides, and guiding the body into the second side of banana pose. So this time, wrists and ankles inch their way over to the left. Both hips, both shoulders stay grounded and relaxed as much as possible. And as if the awareness could float on the surface of the breath without missing a single breath. Seeing if the awareness can get closer and closer to the source of the breathing. Literally our connection to life source. Now inch the wrists and ankles back to neutral. The arms could come back to the sides of the body. Just a moment or two allowing that posture to integrate and settle within. And then draw both knees in towards the chest. And then rock from side to side any amount. So the knees could stay close in towards the chest. They could move further away. The knees could stay together. They could move away from one another. You could draw circles with the knees. Checking in with the hips, the low back, the sacrum. And respond according to sensation in whatever way feels kind. And eventually roll all the way off to either right or left side. And guide the body up into a tabletop posture. So shoulders stack over the wrists and the hips stack over the knees. Feel the connection the hands, tops of the knees, shins, and feet make with the floor. Feel the foundation. Come back to the natural breath here in this new shape. And with the next inhale, drop the navel down. Lift the gaze, lift the heart, arch through the spine. Exhale, press the hands into the floor, head hangs heavy, space for the back of the heart in between the shoulder blades. Continue like that with the breath. This is your flow. Inhale for cow pose, and exhale for cat. Continue with the breath. Maybe even allowing the eyes to be closed if that feels safe or comfortable, or maybe finding a soft, steady gaze for the eyes. Notice the internal landscape. Be a witness to sensation. And feeling free to expand this movement intuitively, maybe pausing and breathing in cat or cow. Maybe moving elsewhere, maybe stretching the sides of the body. Maybe even inviting movement through the arms or the legs, letting yourself take up a bit of space here. Check in with what is present for the body right here, right now. And coming into a child's pose. So hips sink back towards the ankles, forehead rests down towards the ground. It could rest on the top of stacked hands or stacked fists. The arms could rest in front of the body. They could drape to the sides. Knees could be in close, or they could be further apart. Settling into your own variation of child's pose as it works for the body best right now. And then observing the breath here in this new shape. Drawing the awareness to the heart space, sensing the expansion of the breath at the heart, as if the heart could breathe. Coming back to any intention you are creating for yourself, for your practice. Next exhale, release all the breath out of the body, empty the lungs. Inhale through the nose, filling up the body with breath. Breathing in your intention. And then maybe open mouth, letting it go. Coming into a tabletop. Whenever prepared. And tuck the toes. Send the hips up for a downward facing dog. So creating an upside down V shape with the body. The feet can be about hips width apart. The hands can be about shoulders width apart. Make sure that there's space in between all of the fingers so the finger pads can really engage with the floor and your connection to gravity. Let the backs of the thighs reach towards the back of the room and integrate the shoulders into the back. Let the head hang heavy so the face and the neck can relax. Notice the breath here in this inversion shape of downward facing dog. Notice the flow of the breath in the body. Glance in between the hands, step to the top of the mat. The feet can stay about hips width apart. There can be a soft or deep bend in the knees. With the next inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Hands could come to the shins for support or even the thighs. And then exhale, forward fold. Hinge at the hips, relax the neck and the face. Continue like that with the breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Move with the sound of your own breath. This is your flow. Inhale to lengthen the spine, lungs fill. Exhale, release the breath. Every breath being an opportunity to arrive a bit more fully. Again, letting yourself be here, giving yourself the gift of presence. The next time the body is in a forward fold shape, grab opposite elbows with opposite hands. Again, a soft or deep bend in the knees. You could stay still here, or you could sway from side to side. Could nod the head yes, shake the head no. Releasing and relaxing something new with every exhale. And switch out the grip of the arms. So maybe the less intuitive grip of the arms. And then release the arms out of that shape and toe heel the feet closer together. They certainly do not need to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to stand, reach for the sky. Exhale, hands connect together in front of the heart, thumbs at the sternum. The chin may lower slightly to lengthen the back of the neck. Shoulders relax down towards the floor. Feel the feet. Feel the connection the feet make with the floor. That support, that connection we always have access to. grounding down through that place with every exhale, through the feet. Every inhale, new life, new breath, feeling that expansion. And let the arms come to the sides of the body. Really feel that connection the feet make with the floor. And then come back to the natural breath here. And with the next breath in, arms sweep open. Fingertips lift up towards the sky. Move with the inhale. And then exhale, flip the palms down and the arms lower down the same pathway they came up, grounding down through the feet. Continue to move with the pace of the breath in the body. Inhale for the upward motion. And then exhale for the downward motion. Again, the eyes could either be closed or they could find a soft, steady gaze. Welcoming the awareness to the internal landscape. Noticing the breath, observing sensation along the way as a witness. Every breath, an opportunity to arrive. At the bottom of the next exhale, let the arms remain at the sides of the body. A couple moments of pause to notice any effects, however subtle or apparent the effects may be, of the breath work, of that flow, breath to movement. Any residual sensations. Next, inhale, arms open wide, reach for the sky. And then exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Arms can go wide or to heart center. You always can choose. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands ground down to the floor. Bend at the knees and step back into a high plank pose. Shoulders over wrists. Again, space between all of the fingers. The finger pads really engage with the floor. Feel your strength here. Connect to your center. Continue to breathe fully here. Awareness is still with the breath. Priority is with the breath. And then lower the knees down to the floor. Bend at the elbows. Lower the body all the way down. Inhale, lift through the heart for mini cobra. Little to no weight in the hands. The gaze can go down to lengthen the back of the neck. Shoulders and face relax as much as they can. Press down through the tops of the feet and the fronts of the hips. Continue to breathe fully. Observe the sensation of the breath here in this new shape. And with the next exhale, lower the forehead down, press into either hand, and roll the body onto the back now. Once the body is lying down on the back, ground the feet down to the floor about hips width apart. Knees point up towards the ceiling. And then from here, bring the left ankle to the top of the thigh. Could flex through the foot and draw the knee gently away from the body. This might be plenty of sensation for the right hip. Again, drawing the knee away a bit. That might activate the stretch. Or you can hug the right knee in towards the chest and the hands could reach for the back of the thigh or around the front of the shin. So finding whatever option works best for the body right now. Checking in that the face is as relaxed as it can be. And the shoulders are as relaxed as they can be. And the breath flows freely throughout the body. If the knee is in towards the chest, let go of the right leg, lower the right foot flat to the floor, and then lower the left foot to the floor as well, either taking a moment of pause and stillness to notice the effects at the left hip, or swishing the knees from side to side, noticing the effects in a bit of movement. And then pointing the knees back up towards the ceiling if they have moved, and moving into the second side, so right ankle comes to the top of the left thigh. You can flex through the foot a bit and draw the knee away from the body to stretch through the right hip. Or hug the knee in towards the chest, hands could reach for the back of the thigh or around the front of the shin, finding the variation that works best for the body on this side. And then coming back to the breath, whatever shape the body is in. Letting go of the left leg. If the hands are holding the left leg in any way, lower the left foot back down to the floor, and then the right foot as well. Again, a couple moments to either be still or swish the knees from side to side. Observing any effects of the posture. And from here, hug both knees in towards the chest. And just like earlier, rock from side to side any amount. Checking in here, scanning through the body, observing if there's any other movements or postures that feel helpful right now or beneficial. You know your body more than anyone else ever could or ever will, giving yourself that time and space to listen as best you can. And if the body is ready for stillness, feeling free to find a final resting posture. This could be the posture of Shavasana with the legs and arms out long to the floor. Or just like earlier, the feet could ground down to the floor, knees could drop together to touch, the hands could rest on the body, on the chest or abdomen. Taking all the time needed to find a final resting posture that works best right now. Taking all the time and space to get there. And finding a position for the legs so the hips and low back can relax. And the arms find a position so the shoulders can relax. Feeling again the connection the body makes with the floor, the sensation of gravity. And give the earth permission to hold you in these final moments of your practice. Absolutely free to remain lying down longer, if you have the time and space to do so. However, if it is time to transition, explore movement once again in your own time, in your own way. Continue to connect inward, Feeling free to wiggle through the fingers, the toes, maybe sway the hips or the head from side to side. Honor the transition in whatever way feels best in the body right now. Feeling free to expand this movement over time. Perhaps the movements grow larger. Maybe the arms reach overhead to stretch through the body from fingers to toes. The knees could hug in towards the chest. Feeling free to roll all the way off to either right or left side, maybe taking a couple breaths there. When the time is right, guiding the body into a seat. Hands may connect together in front of the heart, thumbs at the sternum, and the chin may lower slightly. Come back to any intention you've created for yourself. Feel that intention at the heart space. And thank yourself for taking this time for your practice. And expand that gratitude wherever gratitude would like to go. And thank you so much for sharing in this practice of presence. And again, my name is Meg. Thank you so much again for taking this time, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, evening,